Hi everybody, and welcome to another preview from Bored to Death TV. This one is for a game that got funded in less than 6 hours. It's called Argonauts, now on Kickstarter. You've all pledged on this game, like I said, in less than 6 hours. So now we'll show you how it plays out. Argonauts is a co-op game for 1 to 4 players where players are trying to reclaim the Golden Fleece. To set up the game, shuffle the Exploration deck, and for the Argo event deck, remove the Pursuit card, shuffle the rest, and place them both next to each other on the board. Now for the tokens. Place the Ration token on the 9 of its track, the Gold is placed on the 6 of its track, and the Material token is set aside since you start the journey without any materials. The Argonaut token is placed on 9, showing that you have 9 crew members. Place the Wooden Ship on Yolkos. Shuffle the Items and Relics, and shuffle the Merchant deck, and place both of these next to the board. For the Hero deck, remove Medea, and shuffle the deck. Deal out 4 cards to each of the 4 squads. Depending on the number of players, each player will control 1, 2, or 4 squads. You're now ready to start your journey. Argonauts is a turn-based cooperative game with point-to-point movement in which all players execute their actions simultaneously. First thing to happen at the start of the round is you feed your crew with rations. If you do not have enough rations, the crew members start to drop instead. After this step, you move the ship 1 space ahead. Depending on where it lands, you'll be able to do actions. If your movement ends on a sea space, you have to draw an Argo event card and resolve it. If your movement ends in a port city, consult its respective card, and you may use 1 or more of the services provided. Finally, if your movement ends on a legendary encounter space, find the respective legendary encounter card and resolve it. You win the game by reaching back home to port. If your hull breaks, or if you do not have any crew left before that, you lose the game. Let's take a look at the actions and gameplay in more detail. The heroes have stats on them which represent diplomacy, battle, sailing, and stealth. They also have a class, special abilities, favors, and curses. If you ever use a hero to complete an action or beat an encounter, you place that hero on the exhausted space. Heroes move down the line and eventually come back to your hand to be used again. When you reach a port city, you take the card and read to all players what available actions you can do there. You can only perform 2 different actions from the list shown. These will help you heal, stock up food, repair your ship, visit the temple to get a favor of the gods, explore the land and hunt, trade, and more. If you take trade action, draw a merchant card. The card will tell you what the merchant has. If he has items, check how many he has in stock and flip over that many from the stack. You may now buy these from him. Note, when you reach the port city of Colchis, Hercules is removed from the game and is immediately replaced by Medea. This means that the player controlling Hercules removes him from his squad and takes the Medea hero card. The Favor of the Gods token can be used to skip certain events and beat encounters. When you get a token, place it on the track. You can only have 3 during the entire game, so use them wisely. When you land on a sea space, draw an Argo event and do its effect. You might take ship damage, lose food, items, or crew, or just get lucky and have nice weather. Once you do the Dragon encounter, you will shuffle in the Pursuit card into the deck. To beat the Pirates encounter, you must use character stats to beat the difficulty level based on the die roll. If you beat them, you take the reward. If not, you might take damage and lose men. You might also get some Tailwind, which allows you to move 2 spaces, and also skip ports. When you explore on land, you might get some materials from a lush forest, food from hunting, new crew members, seduced, or even a fight. Finally, the legendary encounters occur when you land on red spaces on the board. These bosses have difficulty levels already written on them. You will gain or lose something during these encounters depending on the results. Before a fight or encounter, you can roll for Divine Intervention. Here you roll a die and see who shows up. These gods will aid or hinder the heroes depending on the favors or curses written on the bottom of their card. A few other rules to mention are the Relics, which you get mostly by killing bosses, and these are very strong items that can be used to help you win. You will keep track of ship damage on the board as well as materials to repair the ship. When you deal with the dragon, you will be pursued. If you ever draw that card, you must resolve it, which in effect is another boss. If you get the Golden Fleece and return home safely, you win the game. If you like Greek mythology with survival co-op games, you need to check this one out. It has resource management, risk-taking, player interaction, and other really interesting mechanics. This is a prototype and the artwork is not final, obvious, but we can't wait to play the final version when it comes out. We hope you enjoyed our preview, and remember, if you like it, back it.